Hello and welcome. This is Cookies and Crochet. I'm Abby, and I have a guest with me today.
Kelly.
It's my friend Kelly. We are doing our morning coffee chat today, so we thought we would share our time with you. We get together every Saturday. Well, not every Saturday. We try to do most Saturdays. We get together. We have coffee. We have breakfast, and we just kind of chat and chat about our week. And just kind of have girl time together. So anyway, I had promised that she would be on with me probably about a month ago. It has taken us some time. We're both very busy. We both have very hectic schedules. But we finally got together today. Yay. So anyway, we have our coffee. We've already had our breakfast.
Thanks to Abby. She prepared a nice breakfast for me.
We had a very nice breakfast, actually. We went kind of
hog wild.
Yeah, hog wild this morning.
On the
bacon. We had eggs, we had bacon, she had waffles. I had a waffle, but it was earlier. But anyway, we had a very nice breakfast. So anyway, let's see. I am in my sweatpants and my sweatshirt, totally relaxed today. I have just a little, not even all my makeup on today. I don't care. It's Saturday morning. We're relaxed. So I hope you're relaxed too. So how was your week? Did you have a good week?
It was a busy week.
Very busy?
Yeah.
We look forward to Saturdays because we get to sleep in just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
And we don't have to rush off and go anywhere, take the kids anywhere. Well, wait until later.
Right.
So, and my girls are running around. Okay, go ask Sissy if she can get you some water. Yeah, go ask Sissy if she can help you. Okay, we had a little child interruption there. So anyway, so I thought we'd let Kelly tell us a little bit about herself, just so you can get to know her a little bit better. And then we have a couple projects to go over, because yes, she does crochet. She was actually crocheting before I started, and for how long? Maybe a month or so? 2 months?
Maybe.
She started an Afghan. You did it.
Yeah, first I was starting a blanket I was making granny squares. Yeah. And I almost said sewing.
That's right.
Crocheting them together.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Because I saw it. We're friends on Facebook. She posted a picture of her granny square, and I was like, oh!
Yeah, it was really bad at first. I couldn't get them to be the same size.
It's always bad at first.
Yeah. So, and that is an unfinished project. This was how many years ago? Still upstairs in my closet.
Oh yeah. That was a while ago.
But then I did start something like an Afghan, and that was actually going really well. And I just pulled stuff out when you started. Not when you started. You've been doing things, but when I was encouraged to make the slippers, I think I pulled it out. And I just decided to tie it off where it was at. So, and let my daycare kids play with it, which they enjoy using for the baby dolls. So, yeah.
So she was crocheting before me. And like I said, when she posted that granny square on Facebook, I was amazed. Because some of the ladies at my church crochet and knit. And so I was already kind of like mulling it over. And then I saw what she was doing. And I was like, oh, okay, this is, I've got to do it now. And so then when we started doing our Saturday coffee chat, I was like, let's crochet together. Yeah. So she brought her stuff and I was sitting there and we were trying to talk and crochet at the same time.
No. That doesn't work.
We had to stop and do a couple stitches and then we'd put it down and we'd talk.
Yeah.
So
the idea was nice.
It's a fun idea. Someday.
Yeah.
Someday we'll do that. So anyway, so Kelly and I went to high school together. And let's see, we kind of reconnected on Facebook, I think.
Yeah.
And then when my husband and I bought our first house, it was actually just down the street from her. So we actually got closer. The type that, if I need a cup of flour, I go down the street and get it from her, or if she needs a cup of sugar,
Yep.
She came over here. Literally, we're sharing food back and forth. Hey, do you have a can of tomatoes? I'm out of, milk. Can you, yeah, that was us. And then she moved to another.
Where she used to live.
Yeah. Exactly. I was living in a small town, kind of south of the main city area, and she was in the main city. And then I moved, and then what was it? A year? 2 years?
Maybe somewhere between a year and 2. Yeah.
Maybe a year and a half or so. She ended up moving where I had lived.
Yeah.
And left me.
Yeah.
So anyway, but we're still, like I said, we're still very close friends, and she comes over every Saturday, and not every Saturday. We try to get together as often as possible. Sometimes if we don't make it on a Saturday, we'll get together another time during the week. And we love getting petties together. We treat each other for our birthdays. We go and get either a mani and petty, or we go out to eat, or both.
Yeah.
So we have a great time with that. So
yeah,
help keep each other's sanity.
See Mr. Miyagi anywhere?
It's my husband.
Did you see me?
Did you want to come here and show?
You want to knit one?
I don't knit. I crochet. Sorry, that was my husband. My husband keeps teasing me and saying that I knit, and he knows I crochet, but he says knit to tease me. So anyway, that was him. Okay. So, did you want to tell us about yourself really quick?
Okay, really quickly.
I mean, you don't have to do it really quickly
because I talk a lot. No,
we both talk a lot. I told you that. I told you we both talk a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's amazing that we both are able to share because we both talk.
We learn good talking and listening skills. How to multitask. That's not the word.
We have this little timer, and we set the timer. Okay, you talk for 10 minutes, then you be quiet, and then I'm going to talk.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. We don't do that. That's a good idea, though. It's a good idea. Okay.
We seem to be able to.
I'm going to drink my coffee and I'm going to let her tell you about herself.
Okay, so I am a single mom of 5 teenagers. You can't see my gray hairs from where you're sitting or from where I'm sitting and how you're viewing me, but
I just covered mine.
Yes. They're starting to sprout. I like to call it my crown of glory. No, wisdom highlights. That's it.
Ooh.
Yes.
We all need more wisdom.
Yes. You learn things, you get gray hairs. So if you don't want gray hairs, don't learn things. Just let life do what it's going to do. So I have 5 teens. I am homeschooling the 4 youngest. My oldest this is her first year in college, and she spent the last 3 years at a Christian private school. I do daycare.
She has a home daycare on top of all that, guys.
And I'm in the process of becoming licensed. So that's fun.
She's very organized.
She
has to be with all that.
Try to be, for sure. I like to cook, like Abby. She shared a lot of good recipes with me that I've tried out, and
she shares recipes with me too. If we find something cool, we send it via messaging. Yeah. Oh, did you try this out?
Yeah. Really awesome. And I do like to crochet. I like to read. Both of those things are things that time is scarce for. So when I can. Is it okay to talk about the slippers now? I'm just going to say, I'm just going to get into that and say, so when I saw Abby's video where she was beginning to crochet slippers, I thought, well, that sounds like a really neat thing to try. And so I grabbed my stuff back out, and she actually gave me some yarn and a size needle that I didn't have so that I could work on the slippers that my children call elf shoes. Because they kind of do look like elf shoes.
That's the project demo number 2, the super simple slippers that I was telling you about. Yeah, she did them.
Something like that. So I'd never crocheted anything where I had to read the pattern before. So that was a new thing for me, and probably why they didn't end up looking like the picture.
I think they look great. I think she's being too hard on herself.
I don't know if you can see this. So the hole is here for your foot, and they do look, to me, I think they look cute when they're on your feet. But I think in like the picture they were more closed up, and I don't know. So I like them. It did for me. My feet are kind of big, I guess. So I feel like I had to do a little more than what the pattern said. But
well, and you said we didn't use the right yarn. It was supposed to be like a bulky.
True. Yeah.
That was my fault. It was not hers. We did not use the bulky yarn. I
didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we had used the right yarn, I think it would have been fine. But we had to, because of the weight of the yarn is I think it's a 4. So anyway, and hang on. Let me get this right. Sorry. So you want to see my slipper, guys? This is my slipper. Yeah, I just put it around my foot with a little safety pin there. I never finished my slipper. So when I heard she was doing the slipper, I was so excited because I was like, I'm off the hook.
Literally.
Literally. She got off the hook. So yeah, and she messaged, or she was texting me. She's like, I got the first slipper done. And I was like, what? She got the first slipper done, and she had it on her foot. Yeah. Send me a picture of it.
And I had to start over a few times because, like I said, I'd never read. I do the same thing when I'm cooking. So I'll kind of see what's needed and kind of skim it over, and then start trying to do my own thing. I think I get kind of sidetracked.
She's a rebel too,
and I am a rebel.
We're both rebels. We do our own thing, and
yeah. So because of that, because I'm hard-headed, then I had to start over.
I don't like that word. It's good. I like rebel.
Yeah,
it sounds cool.
I'm a hard-headed rebel. So, and I was learning what things meant, what abbreviations stood for, stuff. So yeah, I mean, overall, I would say for a first time, I mean, I think.
And you said you did something different around the.
Oh yeah, so that's a good view.
What was around the opening? You did something different.
Yes. Okay. So at the end of the pattern, it tells you, I don't know the terms, and I don't have it in front of me.
Around the border,
but to kind of like go around the border, but that made it tight, and it was hard to get my foot in and out. And again, that's not an error on the I almost called it a recipe. On the recipe for your slipper.
Slippers for dinner, kids.
Yum yum. So I just didn't. I undid it, and I didn't do it with the second one, and they're comfortable. I like wearing them.
She says she wears them around the house.
Yeah, they're worn on the bottom already, and I have washed them once already.
I told her I asked her if she could come do a video with me and share the slippers, and she's like, well, I have to wash them because I've been wearing them.
Yeah.
I was like, that's good.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, right?
That's what you're supposed to do. If you make something and can't use it, it's kind of frustrating.
Yeah.
So bravo.
Yes.
And I just wanted to also, she hasn't, let's see, you haven't been crocheting for how long? Was it a year?
I mean, I started
that blanket. I mean,
and then I put stuff away. I hadn't been doing anything, and it probably had been a year.
So she hadn't
maybe
been
even longer than a year.
So I think that's an inspiration to you guys. If somebody is out there and hasn't been crocheting for a while, and maybe you're a little bit nervous about picking it back up, you can do that.
Yeah,
you can do it totally.
It makes you feel good when you finish something.
Yeah, it is. And those small projects are they're encouraging, but also give you the confidence, to do something else.
Yeah.
That's what I used when I first started. I made the coasters. Actually, right here, this is one of the very first projects I made. It's horrible, but it's a coaster. But
I think it's cute.
It could have been worse. But I made a bunch of these, and then I moved on to like dishcloths and stuff. And I think that helps.
Yeah.
So good job, Kelli. Thank you for sharing. The other thing that so when she finished that, she's like, I really want to make something else. And I was like, cool. So I think you found it's a tutorial that she found on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I will link it in the description box after so if you guys are interested in it. But yeah, she found this tutorial on YouTube, and so yeah, go ahead and show us this beautiful. She made a shawl, guys.
So I made a shawl, and Abby actually donated the yarn. I don't know what it was called.
This is the Red Heart Super Saver Ombre, and I do not remember the color, but
it's like a pink and
like a rose mauve type pink. It's really beautiful.
Yeah. So in the video, she says that you can actually why can I not think? What's the pattern? I keep wanting to call it a recipe. So the pattern,
she wants to cook.
On it? Is it on the skein? Is that what it's called?
Skein?
I don't know all the skein. I don't know, but I was thinking it said for the one that she did that you could use like a 4 maybe. I don't remember the needle size. Yeah, the hook size.
I think it's a 5.
So I ended up using I think a 5.5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So and she said you could do that for it to maybe not be as tight. I'm still learning terms. Okay. So
she's doing great.
I ended up using I think I kept going beyond what she said that the pattern was, just to try to make it as big as I could. So I don't know if I can.
That is gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful?
It's really wide and my arms don't go that far. So I went around the outside just with white, or kind of like a like a cream color. She says to go along this part as well, but I didn't do that because I didn't want to do it with white, and I didn't have enough of the other color, the pinks and stuff. There wasn't enough of that left to go across the top, which was fine.
I really like the white actually, just around the edging.
Yeah, it adds like a nice.
It looks really good. And what stitches are those? Is that the treble?
So there's double and treble.
Double and trebles. Yeah. Okay. I really like the lacy look of it.
It's nice, and I was gonna say one more thing. It kind of I said it looks like a stingray because it's not quite a triangle shape. It's not exactly. You can see kind of how it like loops down a little. If I pull it tight enough, it would look like one. So I'm not sure what I did at what point. Maybe I did extra ones or something, but no one can tell when you're wearing it.
No one can tell.
But I like to point out my own mistakes ahead of time so no one can.
I do the same thing. Remember? See? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Why do we do that? We need to stop doing that. So I am working on a shawl, and I was, by the way, thank you for sharing that. And like I said, the tutorial that she used, I will put the link down in the description box. So if you guys are interested, if you want to check that out. So this shawl and I'm not done with it yet. It's still on the hook, but because she shared her shawl, I wanted to share what I've got on mine so far. This is a pattern I actually found on a cake. It was a Karen cotton cake. And this is can you see that okay? This is the shawl. So the pattern was on the back. And so that's what I'm using. So anyway, I started it I think last weekend. So I'm actually almost done with it. This is all I have left. So I am almost done with it. If it's not big enough, I will add a different yarn with it. But for now, I'm just going to use whatever's in the cake. But here it is. So it's not very big yet, and the ribbing is really cool. I like that. It is a half double crochet front post. So yeah, I really like that. Now mine is doing the opposite of what hers did. And I think I may have done something wrong in the beginning, but mine is kind of, instead of going up or being level, it's going down. So it's like, even though I'm adding the extra stitches on the side, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But again, it's like, no one's going to see that. No one's going to care. I'm just going to wear it. So anyway, there it is. And the yarn I'm using for it is this Karen Big Cake. And the color is Cherry Compote. So it's really pretty. I love the dark colors. They're very fall-y. And So this is the other side. The other side is just flat. So, but I really like the look of the ribbing. I think it's really pretty. So anyway, I'm really excited to get this done. Oh,
it's really nice. I like.
Thank you.
How we can do like the same kinds of things, but having different patterns and different ways that things are done. And I'm still learning. So there's so many things too. I haven't done. My aunt when I was younger.
Did you say your aunt crochets too?
She does. She does crochet. And she
like regularly or just like
I think she just started back up because I think you started doing things more and that inspired me. And so when I posted as I was doing the shawl and as I was doing the slippers, I had friends, I was posting on Facebook and I had friends who would reach out to me and say like, oh, I want to do this or I want to do that. And my aunt, I think it kind of inspired her to start back up. So she started crocheting scarves and hats for her church. They donate with their food pantry. They give them away, I think. That's what they do with them. And so
that is a great cause. I love those.
She's really good at it. You're really good too. I'm like maybe at crocheting. So but anyways, so she taught me when I was younger, my cousin and I, how to crochet a line. And she would tell us like once you can do that where it's even, then I'll teach you how to go up a line. And I remember we just kind of got started in her teaching us how to go up and do the second row, and that's all I remembered. So I actually, when I started homeschooling my kids, I got them each their own thing of yarn and a crochet hook, and I told them the same thing. I said, okay, if you can make it an even, I don't really know how you would word that, but to where it's not tight here and loose here.
Oh yeah, I think that's called tension. The tension of the stitches.
Yeah. So there actually were a couple of my kids who started making granny squares, attempting to make them. So that was how many years ago? I don't know. Probably like three or 4 years ago, maybe more than that. They haven't picked it back up, but maybe when they're older, they'll remember, hey, my mom tried to teach me how to do this, and they'll pick it up.
Well, my grandma tried to teach me when I was a teenager, and I started an Afghan. But I just remember I kept making mistakes and kept getting frustrated with it. And so I gave up on it. And my girls will even ask if they can try to crochet. So I'll try to teach them to chain. And my 6-year-old kind of sort of gets it. My 4-year-old, but they both say, I want to crochet. So that's exciting. It's a passing on of a legacy. I mean, crochet has been around for how long? I mean, long time. And each generation, if we can keep passing it on, I think it's a great thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
You can do so many things with it. And it also connects you to people,
Yeah.
People that you don't even know, complete strangers. If you find out they crochet, you're like, we're best friends. We're best friends now. Okay, so sorry, I had another interruption. Okay, good. Yes, you can have one. So I think that's all we have. I think that's all we have to share.
Would you like one, Kelly?
Oh, no.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
That's my daughter. Oh, what? I was going to ask you, have you decided on another project? Are you going to start one?
So I haven't yet decided exactly what I want to do. So Abby let me borrow some magazines that I could go through and try to pick something out. When you mentioned wanting to make socks the other day, I thought, so I'm thinking between either making some like bigger slipper socks or making some leg warmers. Is that totally crazy? No. So I, as we said, I do daycare in the home, and so I'm not like active all the time, but it can get warm if I'm wearing like jeans or whatever. So I do like to wear capris a lot. Mm-hmm. And so during the winter, I think it'd be kind of nice to just be able to, just kind of like what I do with the slippers. When my feet get cold, I put them on, they get warm, I take them off. So I was thinking it'd be nice if I made some leg warmers that could fill that spot that the capri pants don't, that I could either take them off or push them down and have one more reason for my kids to think I'm a dork. As if they need any more.
Did I tell you, along those same lines, I had offered, this was a joke, of course, but I acted completely serious. My teenage son, I offered to crochet him a little case for his cell phone. He didn't go for it.
I don't know what's wrong with these teens.
I offered even to do a little, like a button and a button loop. How cool is that? He totally turned me down. What is wrong with teenagers?
It's like extra protection in case you drop it.
She whiz. I mean, I would even do it in his favorite color. We're so
Maybe that
mean.
should be our next project for ourselves.
That's what we should do, a cell phone case. I think actually in one of those magazines there are slipper boots. Or slipper sock boots. I think that's what they're called, but it like goes up the leg and there was some, I think they're in there.
I'll look again.
I was afraid to try those too. So anyway, that's what she's so, and I'm so thankful. I really am, like I said, that she did those slippers because my slippers that. So thank you, Kelli, for doing those slippers for me and showing them to everyone, and I'm glad you did the shawl, and I'm gonna try to finish my shawl. And didn't you say something about you wanted to make blanket? Did you say you wanted to make a blanket or a lap band or something?
So well, I don't remember what it's called, but I think it's that purple thing that you made.
Oh, the Ruana. Yes.
Something like, so for the shawl, I like it and it looks nice. But I kind of I like to have something that comes down more and covers more of my arms. And I don't know if that would be the type of thing to do, or if I should just add on to the shawl that I already have. But I like to have, so I don't know, maybe a blanket would be good. But I like, for the shawl, I like
Sorry, guys. My daughter.
The triangle shape? I don't really know how to word that. So, when you have a blanket and you're trying to put it over your shoulders, you have to fold it a different way to make it a triangle. So I think like just a bigger shawl type thing would be nice.
They have wraps that are more like rectangular shape, and you wrap it around your arms and stuff.
That might
I like the Ruana that I made, but the only thing is it doesn't cover my arms. So now that it's really cold, unless I have a long sleeve shirt on underneath, my arms get cold. So, I mean, it's good otherwise. Can you go ask Daddy?
Well, that's what I was thinking, because it looked like, it's really nice, and it looked like it probably
is very warm,
a lot of time to make that. So the thinking to add on and make those sleeves long enough would take even more time. And I'm a simple project kind of gal.
Yes, I am too.
Just because it is satisfying when you finish it, you feel like you accomplished something, and especially if it's something that you can use or something that you can give as a gift. But like the blanket that's just sitting up in my closet, thinking about, it's kind of discouraging when you don't have time to finish stuff.
No, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting to do a cardigan like with sleeves, and I have the pattern and I have the yarn for it, but I just haven't done it yet. But I did find, because I want to make socks, I did find, you have to have those sock blockers.
Mommy,
yes.
Daddy didn't do it.
Okay, ask Sissy if she can do it.
Daddy say no.
Okay, hang on just a minute.
And Mom say no.
So I was looking online for those sock blockers, and I actually found some, and so I ordered them. And
wait, what is a sock blocker?
Sock blockers, they're like sock forms. It kind of helps stretch them out. It's
Like
kind of shaped like a foot. It's kind of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you put them here. Put this back in the freezer. Now I have gross hands. Yeah, there's
cardboard.
like pieces of. Well, you can get them plastic or wood. Sorry, guys. Plastic, wood, metal. They even have the metal ones. But they're just kind of shaped like a foot. And so when you get the sock done, you put them on there after you wash them, and it kind of stretches them a little bit and also forms them. So anyway, I found some. Really good price and free shipping. So I found some and I ordered them. I don't know when they're gonna come. It might take a while because they're coming from Poland. But anyway, they're really cute. So, but that'll give me time to get my other stuff done. So it all works out. But I think I'm gonna do this socks. I'm really excited to see how they turn out. Maybe I could get Kelli to do some socks too.
It's a possibility.
Mm.
I'll just need to make myself a shirt and some pants, and I'll have a whole outfit.
Maybe a little hat.
Oh yeah.
Little elf hat or something. I don't know. Anyway, I think we're done. My coffee is gone. I'm all gone. So, how's your coffee? Oh, you still got some.
I
Okay.
fixed myself more before we started.
She fixed herself another cup. So anyway, all right. Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining us in our coffee chat today. We had a great time. I hope you did too. And maybe we can get Kelli to come back.
Yeah,
If she had a good time.
Else started. Yeah.
If she had a good time,
Yeah.
and if you guys had a good time, I'm sure you did. She's so much fun. Stop that now. So anyway, thank you so much again for watching. Hope you have a great time. Hope you have a great day. And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
God bless. Bye.